Hello. First of all, I want to welcome all our guests. My name is K2, all the way zooming in from Monterey Bay, California. What an exciting time it is to be uh, here, especially those guests are here for the first time. We appreciate you being on the call, the Zoom. A lot of great information going to be shared upon you tonight, especially our AI health technology that's making a major impact in the global market space in the business world right now. So with that being said, before we start the official presentation, want to play a quick highlight video of our company, why right now we're taking global market shares, and on top of that, making global wave all across the world, and right now driving financial success and opportunity for those that are seeking for a brand new 2026 financial independence, independence from their job or independence from all their bills and etc. So with that being said, I want to highlight an incredible video that's going to give a brief intro into our company and our mission and why we are right now reaching families all across the global space.
Nu Skin expand. We innovate the science and technology.
We are building a future together.
You know, becoming the world's #1 brand for beauty device systems for 6 consecutive years. That's no cakewalk. But Nu Skin? We've got science, innovation, and hard work in our DNA. It wasn't always glitz and glam. We started with a dream back in 1984, just a few products and a whole lot of ambition. And by 1991, we were taking on the world, opening our first overseas market in Hong Kong. LifePak was out there, making waves alongside our big entrance into Europe. Then came 1996, a big year. We hit the New York Stock Exchange, a publicly traded company founded on family values. And we also launched the Nu Skin Force for Good Foundation. That is all about spreading positivity and making the world a better place. In our pursuit of promoting healthy lifestyles and inner well-being, we acquired Pharmanex in 1998, introducing supplements and wellness programs to our markets. In 2001, we pioneered the handheld Galvanic Spa, a compact, intelligent, and powerful device that marked Nu Skin's entry into the era of cutting-edge devices. Nu Skin establishing Nourish the Children in 2002, we committed to the belief that no child should endure hunger. We want to empower future generations one meal at a time. And to date, we've provided over 800 million meals. Continuing our commitment to technological innovation, we launched the Pharmanex Biophotonic Scanner in 2003. In 2009, we revolutionized our product line with ageLOC science-based products and forging a partnership with LifeGen Technologies. In 2010, our founder's vision materialized, with the creation of the Innovation Center in Provo, serving as an open campus for our employees and brand affiliates. Our partnership with LifeGen flourished, culminating in Nu Skin's acquisition of LifeGen in 2011, opening doors to faster innovation, revolutionary products, and limitless possibilities. In 2015, Nu Skin's incentive trip to Morocco won the prestigious C&IT Award for Best Incentive Trip of the Year, a tradition we continued with our island trip. We earned Euromonitor's recognition as the world's #1 brand for beauty device systems in 2016, and we've proudly held that title for 6 consecutive years. Venturing into the Internet of Things realm in 2022, we connected our first device online, the ageLOC Lumispa IO, ushering in a new era of connectivity and innovation. This laid the foundation for the launch of our integrated beauty and wellness device, the ageLOC WellSpa IO, in 2023. With 40 years of dedication to science, innovation, and perseverance, we stand poised to embrace the boundless opportunities that lie ahead. Just imagine the opportunity.
And just imagine the opportunity, guys, right there. As you guys heard it first, imagine the possibility. There's a lot of imagination, but today we want to talk about fact, things that are making a big difference to the market share, the marketplace. So first of all, for those that are on here for the first time, my name is K2. I want to give a quick background to those that are on here. Uh, I came from, let me see, all right. I've been very fortunate to be able to be with this company for over 13 years now. It has been an incredible journey. My journey into this industry, I've been fortunate to share my story in large crowd, small crowd, and today I get to share to your crowd. My journey of transformation, once again, transformation is a key thing. Started at an early age, at 18, when I joined my first businesses in this type of arena. Never graduated from college, never got a high school diploma. All right. But I was very fortunate that somebody saw something in me that I never saw in myself before. I was probably that kid that probably be on the spectrum of never being able to be successful and voted as the guy that probably not going to go anywhere. And I was glad someone saw something in me. I get to bring it up later on this story, but I love at an early age coming to this industry, made my first six-figure income at the age of 22, became one of the youngest entrepreneurial leader in an industry I have no reason to be in, mortgage and real estate. Can you guys imagine that? 22 years old, creating income, building a 2,000 strong army in an industry. It wasn't because of myself. It wasn't because I was good. It's because I was at the right time, at the right place, and I followed the right individual that helped me motivated myself to a whole new plane. When that market took a downturn in 2008, went back to a job as a funeral director. OMG, guys, to go from the mortgage, real estate, and financial game to a funeral director, it was a big change. It was a great change, though. I was able to serve my community. Something I always love is to work with people. I was written on a Vietnamese magazine. And so when this opportunity came along 13 years ago, once again, the same individual that saw something in me brought me into this industry, literally changed my life overnight. One thing I've learned as a funeral director is I was working all the time. That's one thing I did not like was being at a job. I was always constantly being there. I was always on duty. There's no time off. I never get to see my children. And that was the biggest thing for me. I love my job. I didn't love what it was doing to my family, right? Love my job, love my family, but didn't love what it was doing. I had to find a way out. When this opportunity came along 12 years ago, once again, gave me an opportunity to be with my kid, allow me to travel the world, build my business all around the place, and live a dream, live a life I've never really imagined. I would never imagine myself being able to do things like going back to my homeland of Vietnam, being able to travel the world and experience the world in ways that I never imagined. And that was all because of choices I've made, choices that people provide to me, choices that tonight some of you guys, as 2026 come along, as we travel into a whole new year, you get to make. And those choices I made a difference in my lives, and it allowed me to build my team all around the world. So as we shared today, it allowed me to go from a zero person, someone like that is probably on this call today looking for something, to become a hero. All right. And my biggest hero story was making those changes where one day I was up on stage, I was talking, I was doing the superhero. And thanks to this company, as I was talking, my son, who was watching me down on stage, say, "Hey," as I was walking down, "that's my father. He's my hero." My greatest story, my greatest achievement was through the young eyes of that young little boy, Noah. And today, I hope the person I get to bring up, the person who inspired me to become greatest, who allowed me to make choices in my life, and today hopefully allow you guys a chance to make choices in your life as well, to be able to be able to hear a story right now that is really waiting in 2026 to grow. We have an incredible anti-aging AI technology that's making an impact. We launched it. We did a pre-launch in January, started in February, and right now in March, it's getting ready to launch globally. So if you're on this call today, you're excited. The person I get to bring in, get to wrap up the story and be able to bring it home. She's going to talk about 5 key components. She's someone I've always looked up to, someone I've known all my life, started from zero and became hero in 3 companies we've been in. She have changed so many lives all around the globe. Does not need an introduction. It's always been a blessing of mine to introduce her onto this front. She has made million at the age of only 26 years old, guys. Can you imagine that? At 26 years old, she was already financially independent. And today, her mission is not just to become financially independent by herself, but I love her heart. It's always been about helping other people, no matter what situation they're in, no matter what background they're in, no matter what they have came through in their life to become a hero like myself. And she have created so many heroes and spoke in front of thousands and inspired thousands to change their lives, to become better, and also become six-figure income earner. So if tonight you're on this call, you're very fortunate because it's a rarity to have Mrs. Terry too on this call. She's one of our Nu Skin top leaders. She's getting ready to earn one of our $10 million circle of excellence. All right, she's right around the corner from that. Can you imagine that in a short amount of time, being able to go out there and create massive income? And thanks to her system, her leadership, she was able to guide many along with her on this journey of success. Tonight, you guys are very fortunate to hear the story and hopefully create your story and make the choices to create a 2026. Without further ado, it is always a great honor and privilege to bring up our presenter of the night, our forefront leader, our excellent North to Children Ambassador, Mrs. Terry too. Please give her a round.
We've been around the world, same song. Work hard, play harder all day long. All the continents get jealous over me. You can see me 3D overseas. If you know me, then you know.
Good evening, good morning. If you're dialing in from Vietnam, I saw that we have some people in Vietnam and from Alaska, Evelyn, and where else you dialing in from? US here. I see California. Thank you so much for the kind introduction, K2. And it's always a pleasure of mine to able to share with you the same information that totally changed my life more than 16 years ago. And right now, so much excitement happening. I am more excited about this business than ever. This opportunity that we truly believe can transform so many people's life out there. And welcome. I see, my dear sister in Christ, Phoebe and Tammy, who I have the pleasure to reconnect in Orange County. We just got back from California, where I've lived for 40 years. And every day as I look at this picture right here, I thank the good Lord for this business that give my husband and I time and financial leverage to really be there for our children. And I cannot imagine, the life before this company. And I truly believe each and every one of you have dream. That's why you're on here. And what we're going to share with you, the technology that's revolutionizing the wellness industry will definitely transform your life in the process of bringing value into the community, into the marketplace. And myself, a little bit story. I mean, you heard from K2. As you can see, there's a relationship between him and I. He's my brother. And we came here 46 years ago, and the journey to freedom is not free because we could have died on the open ocean. 500,000 people perished trying to, seek for, the American dream. And thank God we survived. I was a middle kid of 9 children, and I watched my mom and dad, did what they did best in the country. They were fishermen for 14 generation. And, but my dad would go out into the ocean for a week, and home front, my mom would be sitting there in the dining area of our kitchen. And this is my early childhood memory growing up. And my why, I would never want to be a businesswoman. I'm an introvert by nature. And I mean, if you look at this picture right here, and this scary little guy right here is your MC today, K2. And as you can see, we didn't have much growing up, but we have Salvation Army, and we have each other, and we have our parent hard work ethic that instill in us that, you can be poor, but you got to do the right thing. And I thank God, but I follow my parent, advice, go school, make sure you get a good education, and that would guarantee a good job, and we would live happily ever after, right? And I'm pretty sure all of you heard that, from your loved one. And so I pursue a career in nursing. My 3rd year in nursing, the day that totally changed my life, that put me on a winner path is, I was invited to a presentation more than 30 years ago. I was 20 years old. And so Lily, there was a side gig, Lily talking about, creating leverage, creating, shortcutting 40 years of hard work into 10 years. And somewhere, that the individual, the speakers say, we don't care how young you are, where you came from, as long as you have a dream and desire and discipline, you can turn all that dream into reality. And my simple dream was I just want to deliver the American dream to my mom and dad. I want to retire them. But being that I was in my early 20 and, trying to get my side gig business was so challenging. I don't know how many times I want to quit and say, you know what, I'm just destined to be a nurse. And but the promise that especially the promise you give it to your parent is just, I can let myself down, but I just can't let my mom and dad down. And I learned somewhere along the way that the key to success is, never give up, and that's what my mentor, when I transitioned into financial service, I got my insurance license, my financial license, my real estate license, and at least to me, it wasn't the business, it was finding someone who believed in me, someone who heard my dream. And he said, Terry, you can retire your mom and dad. And I think sometime in life, that's what we need. Is someone who believe in us. And so working with my mentor in financial business, within 4 years, I became the top 1% earner. I was considered the youngest one. And I was the MVP of the company at a convention, over 10,000 people, and life was great. I was able to retire my mom and dad. This is their first vacation, real vacation in the U.S. To Hawaii. And being in the financial service industry, I've learned that many marriages fall apart because of finance. And so I didn't want to be that, that predicament for me when I do have a family. And so I literally, work hard to got my first home, bought my dream car, Mercedes, because I was driving around a beat up, car that has no bumper, that blow up smoke every time I pull up. And so, I felt like, okay, after so many years of work hard, that's a reward for me. Sharing this with you is not to impress you, but impress upon you of not giving up on your dream, impress upon you of, seeing your dream and pursuing your dream. And life was wonderful into 2008. In 2008, many of you who've been around in the US know the financial crisis happened. And within 6 months, I have 3 offices. I have over 9,000 agents in my team, and many within 6 months, I have to close down the office. People didn't want to hear anything about the marketplace. And slowly, I see people leave my business, not because of me, it's because the whole industry, collapsed. And, to see people who become my family, who work with me for more than 13 years, slowly leaving, going back to their nursing job, going back to their mailman. And that's what really hurt me is, it's beyond money at this point. It's about, building a business that, you become family. But the vision that I have, even though I lost everything during that downturn, I lost my home. Within 6 months, I was on my mom and dad living room. But one thing I didn't lose was hope. I saw a vision, a vision that this time around, I prayed, I said, Lord, I love people, and I love to serve, and I love to, most important, to see other people achieve their dream. And so I truly believe the good Lord lead me to this company, January 2009. And I came to Anaheim, California, the hotel that serviced Disneyland. And in that hotel, really, that they say, if Walt Disney, he has a famous quote, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dream. And I was sitting there, and I came with my skepticism. There was 2,000 people in that room, and I came with my, I'm saying, maybe I'm too good for this. I'm a senior future woman, and what I'm, this company. But somewhere I truly believe, I say, Lord, you show me the different, give me some, some sign, right? And all I can tell you is after I saw, and I heard what I need to hear, I knew this is the place, this is the place where I can, plant my flag. I was 35 years old on my mom and dad living room, and I saw that I can serve other people, that I can go and help other people. Most important is the first is my community. And they talk about expanding this company into Vietnam. And I saw a vision because I told myself, my family, 14 generation of fishermen, you don't wake up in Vietnam and say, hey, I want to change my life, right? And so I I believe that if this company able to open Vietnam, we're going to change so many people's lives. And so together, when I met my husband, he saw the same vision, engineer background, a business owner, restaurant owner, and we saw the same vision. So we literally lock on, work hard for 4 years, and really, I travel across the country, and then we became $1 million circle with the business within 4 years, probably one of the fastest. And I became a mom, and that was one of my dream was to be a mom, but still have a global business because I couldn't see myself being a workaholic and having time for my family. And so I want to have a business where I can still be an entrepreneur. I still can impact life, but also, I can be home. And we attract people that saw the same vision, pharmacist, engineer, nail technician, it doesn't matter. They saw. And for the first time in my career, we have, through our leadership team, we have over 40 individuals that earn over $1 million. We have a few over 5 million. We have one who earned over 10 million. Like you hear from Kay, ourselves, a $10 million circle this year. And it's not about the money. It's great, but what we saw is we can impact so many the other community. And we are right now in our Pacific Islander. We expand into 32 country. I just can't imagine, 16 years ago from a one bedroom twin side bed that I rent a room for share, nearby Rodeo 39. If you live in Southern California, every time I go by there, Rodeo 39, Furholic, it brings so much memory because I used to rent a room just right behind, that area. And to able to, right now, the home that I zoom in from, this is our home that we built. We moved it to Utah. And every day to know that dream, my share in front of 7,000 people 7 years ago in Singapore is dream does not have to be a dream. It's a matter of a decision that you can make today, or the life that we live is as a result of the decision that we make, right? And so like there, I truly believe it doesn't matter what our skin color, where we came from. Most important, God, put dream in our hearts, and we are built with all the potential that He put in us. And I always believe, so the opportunity, I mean, why we're so excited more than ever is, here Forbes magazine is a best time to join the companies when they open new market and launching new products. And guess what? We're so excited because Nu Skin, just pre-launch India market, right? I was there twice in November and December. The biggest market in the world. We launched India, and then we're launching the Prism IO, the biggest wellness AI technology the world have ever seen. And that's what we're going to go through with you today. And, know that, the product will, transform people's life. But at the end of it, the whole question is, what will it do for you being aligned and partner with Nu Skin? And I truly believe this is what it can give you. Travel the world, time flexibility to be with those you love, be a part of a community that believe in, helping other people bring value, and literally be your own boss. I mean, you're the CEO, we're partner here. We're not your boss. And most important is you can able to develop and become a leader, to lead your family, to lead your community. And so it's really all about creating, that life that God put in your dream. And today, we want to share with you that, Nu Skin is the leading affiliate opportunity platform right now. And, we're so exciting. We believe this is a huge tsunami that's going to, capture the market. And right now, around the world, is our Prism IO. And so what it is, because we realize in business, if there's a big problem and you have a solution for it, then that's where big success comes. And the world right now, I mean, are aging, 8 billion people around the world are aging at a fast speed, right? And so the global wellness industry, we're talking about $6.3 trillion, on the global wellness industry. I mean, you and I, if I see people, I traveled to Vietnam in November and I fly to India. I mean, everywhere I go, people are concerned more than ever, about their health. Health is golden. That's why I choose nursing as my background, because I believe you can have gold, but if you don't have your health, none of that matters. And so right now we're talking about a $6.3 trillion industry. And people around the world are experiencing oxidative stress that help, make them age quicker, stress that's impacting their overall health. And so we have the solution as a company. We are a solution-oriented company. We know we have the solution. And our chief scientist, I challenge you to go Amazon and buy this book, The Aging Myth, because people say, there's nothing you can do about aging, but with our chief scientist, we believe that we can reset, the aging process by working, with your DNA, with your genes. And this book is powerful. It's a New York best-selling, and this is our chief scientist, Dr. Cho Chen. And with our technology, there's so many scientific validation, all over, and we're partnering with Purdue University, UCLA, Stanford University in the last 41 years. We're not a flyby, we've been around in 41 years. And these days, you probably heard of the word biohacking. It's really about helping someone making incremental change to their body, to their diet, to their lifestyle, to improve, their overall health and well-being. And this company, we are, with our technology, which I'm going to share with you, we're truly helping people biohacking, allowing them to live, but younger. Yes, we're going to get old, but we're going to get old with vitality, because every day, our body, is impacted by free radical damaging to our cell. I mean, stress, pollution, UV. I mean, all of this is really attacking the moment we wake up. I mean, our body's going through so much damage. And just for example, the apple, that if you cut it and you put it out there, that's what's going to look in an hour or two, right? And that's what happened to our skin. It's happened to our cellular. It happened to our body, constantly being attacked, right? I saw Evelyn. Yes. And what we're going to do about it, I mean, right, Nu Skin have a spectrum of products to help you fight from the outside in, from the inside out, from your gut health to immune health, cardio, health, brain health, skin health, bone health, eye health, joint health, metabolic health. I mean, I just turned 52 years old, and 16 years ago, I felt like I was more unhealthy, and I'm today filled with vitality. I traveled, I got on literally 13 airplane when I went in November, flying to Vietnam, hop over to India, and I took a multi-city tour in India. I mean, literally 13 airplane, and came back here to the U.S. Took me 2 days to get back and track and take care of my 4 little monkey. And that to me is so valuable, because these products it does amazing, to my overall health and through millions of people around the world. And we realize out there, people today, they know that they need supplement. It's not a question about, do people take it? No, they are taking supplement, but they don't know. They don't know whether it's working or not. I mean, people you and I know, are taking supplement. They're buying product at Costco, at Walmart. Right? They're spending their hard-earned money, but they don't know it's working. And there's so much confusion out there. First, they don't know what to take, and then they don't know whether it's working or not, right? And as a science-based company, we believe that, what is not measured cannot be improved. I mean, how can you improve something if you cannot measure it? When I came into the business, I was in the red zone, 13 years financial, but I make a lot of money, but I'm always stressed. I don't eat right because I'm not in an environment where people talk about health. People talk about taking care of your health. And so I was at 14,000 right here. And of course, today I'm here in the, we're scanning with, my score is over here. That's the reason why I'm, when I met my husband at 35, I have my first boy at 38, second at 39, my third boy at 41, and 47, I have my 4th boy, Isaiah. And I don't know, I don't make no medical claim, but when you give the body what it needs, it takes care of and does miracle. Okay. And so we understand Nu Skin is not just any company. We're a technology company. We're an innovation company. This is our 20-year evolution of the scanner, a technology that can measure your overall health, that can give you your antioxidant score, can give you your nutrition score. I mean, I want you to type in there, or you're taking supplement. I'm pretty sure 70% of you right now are taking supplement, but do you know whether it's working or not? And we have a technology that can do that. And I want to show you a quick video so you can understand why we're so excited about this technology that are taking by storm around the world right now.
Today's wellness tech can track how you sleep, breathe, manage stress, and how your daily choices shape your long-term health. Technology has moved from measuring to understanding to predicting. And now, we introduce the next chapter, Prism IO, your personal wellness companion. Small enough to fit in the palm of your hand, it's backed by science and clinically proven. Instead of scanning your palm, you simply scan your finger to receive your Prism score, a measure of your skin's carotenoid levels. Prism IO uses patent-pending spectral ray technology, which consists of hundreds of thousands of hyperspectral absorption measurements per scan to accurately assess light absorption in the skin. Then, a predetermined algorithm, driven by AI and referencing Raman technology, converts these measurements into your Prism score. It sounds complex, but what it gives you is simple: clarity, confidence, and momentum toward your best self. Prism IO is more than a device, more than data. It's intelligent wellness, personalized, powerful, and designed for you. The future of wellness is here, and it's only just beginning. Say hello to Prism IO.
Yes, say hello to Prism IO. Truly wellness intelligent technology. And it's not a new technology. We have it for the last 21 years. I mean, this technology has sponsored U.S. Olympic game, won the Nobel Prize. It was featured on Discovery Channel, Dr. Oz channel. I mean, literally, 21 years of, verification and documentation. And now we're excited because it's just got smaller. It's fast, small, affordable, portable, and most important, is powerful. And just like, the people are buying, we as a science-based company believe the importance of measurement, just like how in the 70s when they able to measure cholesterol, they sold $20 billion of statin drugs. And when in the 80s, they able to measure the bone density, they sold over 200 million of calcium products. And in the 90s, when they can able to have the live scan glucose, they sold over $1.5 billion of insulin products. And in the 2020, when we can able to measure antioxidant level, we sold over $60 billion of supplement sales, antioxidant supplement sales. I mean, today in the US, if you go to Costco, there's an oil ring, $300. And this oil ring only measure your heartbeat, your sleep pattern, and it's valuation at $5.2 billion. It already sold 2.5 million of this little ring at Costco. And so we're excited as a company with the Prism IO that we can measure someone's health score to see where you're at. I mean, this is like red zone. See, right here is like if you have children with report card, this like C, F, D, C, B, A, right? Your goal is purple, right? I'm wearing a purple shirt here today, right? Just, Lily, help all of you to see that you need to get to the purple. Okay, that's like A, right? And so once we measure and you know where you're at, then we recommend you product that guarantee to increase your score. And our products, is in the doctor reference book. Every doctor have a doctor PDR book, and we guarantee our product will deliver the result or you get your money back. And that's powerful, like when you can guarantee that the product will work, because there are so many products out there in the marketplace that those that you love, including yourself, are taking and it's not working. I mean, just 1 second of LifePak Nano, that's really how much fruits and vegetable that you have to eat to get it. And these days, we're not eating proper fruits and vegetable, right? So people are resorting to taking supplement, but it's not working. And so today, we're the only company in the world that has a AI technology that can measure someone's nutrition health score. It's really telling, able to measure this. We call it the nutrition lie detector test, right? And so now with the Prism IO, within 15 seconds, we can give someone the nutrition health score. All right, because it is a truly intelligent wellness technology. And once someone scans, it will show the recommendation, what they should take. I can send the link to their phone. They can click order and we get paid. And so we're so exciting. This, I mean, it's not even hitting the mass yet. Right now, April will be, where everybody can buy it. But right now, only certain individual can buy this Prism IO. And so through once, we measure someone, as you can see, we have whole spectrum of product that serve everybody needs from the inside out to the outside in, with all of that. And so Nu Skin, I mean, literally, we prepare, it's not every day. I mean, 41 year of preparation since 1984 to now, we finally have, the Prism IO in 2020, and we're launching it big time. And so knowing that in the future, this company, already prepared 10 years. Last year, they bought a company called Life DNA. Can you imagine that? That we can send you a swab and Nu Skin through their technology, able to, analyze with AI and then let you know based on your DNA, based on your gene. Everybody's different, right? We recommend you take this and this. And being a part of the company for 16 years, every time they launch a new technology, I get paid. It creates a whole new opportunity. That's the reason why right now with the Prism IO, it creates a whole new opportunity for all of us, to capitalize on, this technology, because 15 seconds, we can change someone's life. Imagine you take this in your pocket, it fit in your pocket. You can go to the gym. You can go and sit someone, next to you on an airplane and say, do you have 15 seconds? In 15 seconds, I can change your life. Yes, you can change someone's life when letting them know their overall health score. The higher their antioxidant level is, the higher, their body's protected by free radical. I mean, somewhere those that have cancer are related to those that has low in antioxidant level, right? And so, people need to know where they're at, right? They deserve to know. Your family deserve to know, because we want to show you, because if not, these are the two reality, two future that someone can decide, which future they want to be in.
What will your last 10 years look like? Will you be quick enough for a game of tag with your grandchild? Strong enough to embrace every moment? Will you grow old with vitality? Or get old with disease? It's time to decide.
Yes, it's time to decide. And we, the people you love out there, they deserve to know this. They deserve to understand where their nutrition health score, because we have a big mission. Our company mission is to help 10 million healthy households. We're going to scan the world and make that possible. Talk about our partner, the company. They're been around for 40 years and, revenue over a few $1 billion a year. We're in 50 markets, because around the world, everybody deserves, to know the nutrition health score. Well, public trade company, I mean, that's really what attracted me when I came in, because being the financial business, I want to make sure that this company is transparent, and that's give me the confidence to know that they have a great track record. I can read on their stock. All I can tell you is 16 years ago, when I got started in the business, they launched a technology called ageLOC, and their stock at that time was $7, and they predict that the ageLOC will be a $5 billion brand. Guess what? 4 years later, it became a $4 billion brand, and their stock within a year went up from $7 to $70. And I'm here to tell you, with Prism launching into the marketplace, in the next 3 to 5 years, we're going to be a $10 billion company, and I have no doubt it's going to happen, because as you can see here, Nu Skin is nutrition, skincare, but my passion is the nutrition, helping those, to be healthy from the inside out. And, Nu Skin, I'm 25 minutes from this company innovation center. We have one in Shanghai and in 50 market. India, I was there. They have their headquarters in Mumbai, but India market, they're going to probably have 6, 7, office in Mumbai. Vietnam alone have 2 offices, north and south. So, but the Indian market is huge as well. I mean, but at the heart of this business, I truly believe Nu Skin is blessed because they believe in giving back. They believe in not only just making money, but serving the children of the world through our nourish the children, because we believe that, right now, every 6 seconds a child is die, because of malnourished, that they don't have proper food. And through our nourish the children, Malawi, the children of Malawi, none die because of our nutrition vitamin. And we have feed over 850 million of these nutrition vitamin to starving children around the world. Our goal is 1 billion, and we challenge you to know more about that so you can be part of the $1 billion. When my husband and I came in, we want to give back to our community. And so because we built tremendously in our community of Vietnamese, because our goal is to bring these meals to Vietnam. So within the first 3 years, we're able to generate 12,000 bags of these nutrition vitamin to ship back to Vietnam. And because that's what really, touched my husband and my heart, because this time around, we're not just about making money, we're making a difference, in the community. As you can see, Nu Skin mission is to be a force for good throughout the world by empowering people to look, feel, and live better longer. That's what it is, live better longer, because no amount of money will equal to your health, right? And I believe that's so important. And this company is investing so much money to to allow a platform that you can literally build the business anywhere, any place, right? With the with a send up a link, right? Because these days people don't even want to meet with you if they don't have to, but they're like, send me the link, and Nu Skin has invested $300 million into its technology, right? And so we are a technology company, a gadget company, and we already, proven that through our beauty, technology. But now, the result, I mean, health is important. But when I got into the business, I realized that, every dollar people take care of their health, 2.5 spend to look good. And when people literally see the result, they like, wow, but it impacted me emotionally. And that's what really drive the consumption of our products. I mean, if there's someone, waking up in Australia or New Zealand, and using the LumiSpa, I get paid. If someone in India right now doing the same thing, I get paid. See, if you don't find a business where you get paid when you sleep, then you have to work for the rest of your life. At the end of it, it's about what is it that you can leave. I love this business, whatever you built here, you can will it to your kid. I realize that if you're a doctor and your children grow up, they don't want to be a doctor or a restaurant owner, and they don't want to be a restaurant owner and take over the business. Guess what? You have to close down the business. But with this business, you can will it to your kid. In the last 16 years, we have thousands and thousands of people, taking care of their health, and making themselves look good. We get paid. These volume come in and month out, get used up, reorder. We generate 1 million to 2 million production a month, and we get 5%. We call it, willable, income. We call it residual income, right? And so talk about income right there. I want to share with you, these are the average, okay? Some of the average, many start part-time, but when I came into the business, for having a business background, I saw this income average 39,000 a month. I used to earn that kind of money in financial business, but I'm always stressed out. I have no health. I felt like my health is deteriorating, but here with this business, the best part is like, as you move up, you got to help people, you got to help people move up to, as you share these amazing products, scanning people, helping them being healthy, there will be people who say, hey, if we ask you, do you want to take these supplements for free, right? And then who do you know that want to change their health? Who do you know that want to change their look, right? That's how simple it is. And so when someone say, yeah, I want to help other people, right? And then you get to move up, as Ruby right here. We right now have an aggressive game plan to help people go Ruby so they can go to Japan for free with us in September because our company having a global convention in Japan. And so when I came in, this is where the fun began. When you become a diamond director, 9,000 a month average. Some make more, some make less. Here's a blue diamond director, 39,000 a month. Some make more, some make less. I'm a team elite, and above blue diamond, we have Clara, our first Latino blue diamond here on the Zoom here today as well. And so the key here is you have to help more people. But if you don't want to help people, it's okay. You just go out there and help people become healthy, right? Without building the business, okay? Because it is your business, as I want to share with you here today. I mean, if you just go out there and help 10 people, getting on this, health products, because when you scan someone, most of the time is how can I change my health, right? How can I raise my nutrition score? I mean, by you getting the Prism, I mean, you can use that as a business tool, right? Right now, this is a business tool. Our goal is to have 10 million healthy household. I mean, right now, all my boys, they scanning. And one of my boys, because he take the G3 juice that increases vitamin C, his antioxidant, he take it 3 times a day, and his score was the highest. And the other three, the other two older, like, they got jealous and they're like, Mom, I'm gonna drink the more juice. I gotta take the supplement. Now it became a whole family event. It's not just me and my husband taking care of our health. All right. And so if you just scan and get 10 customer, just 10 customer, what we found out is the whole family average $100, to take care of their health. That's around $500 residual income. Yes, we have a sharing bonus. We have retail bonus. When I've been talking about those, now we just talk about residual. Okay. And if you have, a team that has, 100 Prism in your team, if you believe in building a business, right? Because you're not just a salesperson here, you're allowed to build your business within the business. If you have 100 Prism in your team and each of them just generate 10 customer, nobody do anything crazy. Nobody is even a chiropractor or a nutritionist, right? And so that would generate you $5,000 residual income. Right. And so our team easily, we have over 1,000 Prism in 32 market right now. That would generate us 50,000 residual income. And so you decide you want $500 residual, 5,000 residual, or 500, then you get like half of this, 25,000, right? You decide. Nobody gonna stop you, right? Because right now there's so much business out there that has major patient. They have a lot of clientele, right? And we're talking about salon, we're talking about doctor, nutrition, esthetician, dentist, pharmacy, nutrition, and wellness center, yoga. I mean, these area, right now they need to know about this technology to help, they're helping these people to live healthier lifestyle anyway. And so imagine that, that you can able to leverage these, business, for your business, right? So the possibility is endless, okay? And on top of that, Nu Skin will take you on success trip that you can qualify for. Remember I talked about that Ruby? We have helped someone go Ruby in 30 days. Right now, we have a game plan to help you go Ruby in 90 days, possible through our duplication model. Our goal is to help create 100 Ruby in the next, few months to help you go to Japan, because every 6 months, this trip right here is Southeast Asia success trip. Son, Vietnam, my husband and nephew, he's on here. He's a team lead and he's all somewhere on here. Imagine that. How many people qualify to go in Australia from Southeast Asia? So, when I was in financial business, we only have like a few hundred people going on Hawaii, right? And look at how many people go on Australia in Southeast Asia. So here, our trip here in the US is Yokohama, Japan. You can join us. How many of you want to go Yokohama, Japan? Pay by the company for you and a partner, a 4-star hotel, flight. And the best part is the company going to have a global convention, for 20,000 people in Japan. You also get a chance to attend the global convention in Yokohama. We're going to have lead coming from Europe, from Vietnam, from India as well. And our team, we have, a game plan to give you also $1,000 cash, once you hit qualify Ruby, you will get 1,000 cash to spend in Yokohama. So much excitement happening right now with our, from the Prism launch, to to Japan success trip, and we're going to walk you through, what you want to do is after the Zoom within 24, 48 hours, you want to get together, with not the person who invite you here, but, somewhere their senior part, there's someone who's a ruby, someone who's a diamond making 10,000 a month, someone who's a blue diamond to sit down with you, to walk you through the power of three. What does that mean, the power of three? And we want to roll you onto this program, the power of three, so you can be a ruby in the next 3 months, in the next 6 months if you're slow. Okay. And so we have proven already. And so the timing could not be better right now. Imagine your 20 year, we have 5,000 of this scanner, and 60% are doctor having this scanner serving their patient. And guess what? This quarter of this first year, we are launching 25,000 of this Prism, in this first quarter. By April, everybody can buy this. So that's where it's exciting. By April, every customer can able to buy it, not just, the affiliate. And so imagine the possibility. And for, our team, we truly have a training, a Wellness for Life program to really walk you through how to scan to close, what to say, the tool that we have available, for you to utilize. And, this week I will have 3 scan to close session that you can invite your customer, someone that you want to help transform their health. Or if you already have the scanner and you don't know how to, sit down with someone, we're going to walk through that process 3 times this week that you can come in and learn how to do it. Or a customer can, after the Zoom, can able to say, I need to sign up and change my health, right? And so as you can see right now, there's so many, business, nutritionists, people setting up, the scan, Prism at the gym, at the nutritionist, I mean, possibly at doctor office, right? Because back then you had to lease the scanner. Now anybody can buy the scanner, there's no lease, okay? So it's only less than 300, $50 at retail, $375 at retail, member price $275, right? And so exciting. No, $300 for member price. And so this thing is taken by storm. And right now, the biggest market in the US is so untapped as well. And they care about their health. And that's the reason why my husband and I, we're moving to California. Right? We'll move back to California because this is the biggest market. And, India, close to 1 million people in India as well. We're expanding, the biggest market, 1.4 billion. And I'm not, I don't have to go India all the time. I'm going to build the India in the US market, and then they take it, the business to their family and friends in India market. We're talking about 1.4 billion, right? And so as you can see there, such tremendous opportunity. And I truly believe, when we solve, the problem for people, and that's where success and money will come. But most important, you help solve, people problem. And there is a huge problem out there. I mean, everywhere you turn, people are dying young, of cancer, of, people are getting old, but they're getting old, not healthy. And by us helping people, we can truly able to live our dream. Never in the million years that I imagine able to have lunch under the waterfall in Hawaii, even work from home during COVID when business crashed. I saw we have Tommy here and Charity, his beautiful wife in Atlanta, Georgia. They're owning dry clean business. And they shared during COVID, they had to close down their business. Their business suffered during COVID. And we have many, people in our community close down their restaurant. And our business, 2020, 2021, 22 was the biggest year. And I was pregnant. We got to pick up my family from Vietnam because we went there to live to fulfill my dad, last wish, but we had the best 3 years. And during COVID, we were recognized to be a $5 million circle when we were in Vietnam because the company keep track of everything. All right. And knowing that, this company, able to take, when I was in financial services for 13 years, the only place that I went was Hawaii. Every year we qualify to go Hawaii. Through this business, I've gone to Barcelona, Monaco, Dubai, Switzerland, London, Indonesia, Singapore, I mean, around the world. And we get to celebrate with our global family family, in 32 countries, allow me to go back home, fulfilling my dad, last wish. And even though my dad, was paralyzed, and, I say, Dad, you want to go home and live with us for 4 years? Because, I left my country when I was young. I didn't able to experience life in Vietnam. And so we took my dad home. He lived with us for 4 months. And, we flew my mom and dad first business class to Vietnam. And, my dad passed away in 2020. We literally buried my dad on Valentine's Day, the day that symbolic love. And so talk about that. How many of you, still have unfulfilled dream for your parent, for your children, and you gotta love them enough, and I know all of you have dream, dream here, and the vehicle that you've been on, have that vehicle take you closer to your dream. And to me, Nu Skin is a Lamborghini. We're gonna take you faster to your dream. Yes, you're gonna work hard at it. Yes, you're gonna commit time to it. Just like anything out there worthwhile will require time and effort. But the question is it worth it? And right now you have first mover advantage. We're not even launching, the Prism IO into the market yet. Only our affiliate and brand representative, able to buy this. And they have to have a special code this month for you to buy the Prism, but it's gonna hit mass in April. And so as you can see, you have first mover advantage right now. Okay. And knowing that you're not going to be by yourself, we have a system. Even this whole PowerPoint, I didn't create it. We have OTG.global, One Team Global, that allow me, and you, the leverage that you can go in tonight. If this is something you say, oh my God, where have Nu Skin been all my life? I'm sick and tired of being broke. I'm sick and tired, trading my time for money for someone else. I'm sick and tired of living in the greatest country, which is the US, and I'm just, living paycheck to paycheck. I challenge you to go in, download, get the Fast Start booklet, because this system, my husband and I will be speaking as a guest speaker for OTG Success Olympic in Vietnam. At the same month, we have Success Summit in Europe. July, we have Success Summit here in the US. That the system will save you from yourself. The system will allow you to expand your business in any country and have the time freedom. To me, that is so important, because back then I have a lot of money, but I didn't really have freedom. I always have to show up to compliance meeting. I owe to my leader to always show up to meeting to make sure, all the contract is work. And that's the reason why I was 35 and still single, right? But thanks to this business, I worked hard for 4 years, and thanks to the system, my people continue to plug in. They get trained with or without me, and allow me to take 4 years off and raising my 3 boys. And now that doesn't mean I work 8 hours a day. We have Sun, our team lead in Vietnam. He's plugged into OTG system. And so I want to invite you to be part of our movement, part of our, wellness revolution, to really go out there and help us, scan the world and help 10 million healthy household. And that's our quest. And, you just got to position yourself. Ride the wave. Yeah, the wave is coming. This tsunami, we're not going to kill anybody. This tsunami will transform so many people's health. In the process, will transform people life. We're going to give, transform people quality of life. And so sign up today is free. Nu Skin does not require you to no licensing, no. Sign up is free. I have people who work with me in the past. They're so amazing people. They have dream, but they just couldn't pass the license. Guess who? My own sister, a doctor of chiropractor. I mean, it took her 2 years to get her insurance license. And so I felt bad that she couldn't earn until she got her license. But here you can go in and make money right away. All right. You sign up for free, and then you schedule, who do you know, in your family that you want to transform their health. One of our wellness coach will show up and scan your family for you, or you can invite them onto our scan to close session this week that we're going to have. And then someone will come with you. We're going to learn as you earn. And remember here, you got to make sure you 24, 48 hours, get together with your senior. They're going to go through, they're going to ask you, what's your dream? How much you want to earn a month? You want a few thousand, 10,000, and then launch your business. Because ultimately they're going to help you to qualify for your first success trip. Japan. Our goal, 100 couple to Japan, 100 couple paid by Nu Skin. Imagine that. So, this is your business. You can build it your way. We're helping people living, their dream, living the lifestyle and leaving a legacy for them and their family. Thank you so much for being on the Zoom here with us today. We're excited. We can't wait to partner and work with you. You take care and God bless. I'm going to pass it back to K2.
Wow, what an interesting, powerful presentation into the power of our AI technology that's getting ready to launch globally this March, guys. Globally, you cannot afford to miss out on this information, miss out on this opportunity, miss out on this wave. If you're looking for that change in 2026, if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, this is the time to make your choices, to go from zero to hero. Get more information. If you're, like Terry said, there's no way we can condense all the years of our experience into and training into a 1 hour session. But if you're somewhere, something is tugging at you, get more information. Do not bypass. We look forward to working with you. We're getting ready to launch this globally. Join in on the fun, join in on the revolution, join in on the health AI revolution. With that being said, thank you so much, guys. We look forward to have a blessed night. Thank you for your time. Thank you so much, Terry, for that wonderful share. Have a great, blessed night. God bless.